What's going on, my JMO family? This is your boy Big C. Like I said, back at you with another hot video, and I always can't stop, won't stop. I'm coming at you on this Sunday with a video. Today is a different type of video. I know I usually react to like debate shows, but since it's Sunday, the new debate shows came on today. But I was on YouTube and I saw this thing about 5 NBA trades that need to happen. So this is coming from this guy named Jimmer Range. He's talking about 5 NBA trades that he thinks should happen. So we're going to react to it, and your boy Big C here going to give his opinion and tell you, do I feel the same way as he feels. So let's jump right into this video. Let's get it!
Yo, what is up, guys? And today we got 5 NBA trades that need to happen before the NBA trade deadline. But if you like my content, you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and we're going to hop right into it. Okay guys, but real quick, I did get some ideas for the actual trade packages from some articles, so those will be in the link in the description. But we're starting off with one of my favorite, and that's going to be DeAndre Jordan to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now the Clippers, with injuries, with a lot of things, aren't having, too impressive of a season, and there's definitely an opportunity to get rid of DeAndre Jordan. And there are some teams such as the Milwaukee Bucks, such as the Cleveland Cavaliers, that would really like to have this guy. If
I heard about Cleveland
that Brooklyn Nets pick
DeAndre Jordan.
Cavaliers,
I heard that was
think
a
would take
trade
that.
that they wanted to
Jordan,
do. So
I honestly don't
I know about
think
Milwaukee
too
though.
drastic of a difference for Cleveland that someone like DeMarcus Cousins or Paul George could do. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. But the Milwaukee Bucks, a team that's got Giannis Antetokounmpo, has got a bunch of young talent. You've got Malcolm Brogdon. You've got Jabari Parker. Hopefully will be back come playoff time. You just traded for Eric Bledsoe. I think you have a hole because your only true big men on the team right now are Thon Maker and John Henson, which I don't think are two, defensive beasts down there. Where you're able to get DeAndre Jordan, I think, you still don't have that great of a three-point shooting lineup.
So
or
he
a
want
shooting
DeAndre
lineup
to go to
general,
Milwaukee.
but you're definitely
think
getting
that's
a
what
lot of
needs to happen.
athleticism, and you're sticking around that
won't
same
be a
kind of
bad
core. You get a lot
lineup.
of
That'd
guys
be a good
in similar play
that'd be a
style.
nice
And
lineup.
DeAndre Jordan, I think, would make a huge
like
impact
that.
because
I really do.
we saw the Milwaukee Bucks doing great at the beginning of the season. They haven't really impressed us too much. There's been a lot of inconsistency with Milwaukee. I think DeAndre Jordan, a great defensive player. Obviously, if you're going to have a chance to get DeAndre Jordan, you're not going to have him for too long as far as guaranteed goes. You probably wouldn't have to give up too much. I see a trade package that would include Mirza Teletovic, John Henson, and a first-round pick. If the Milwaukee Bucks can pull that off, that would be a fun team to watch in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Yeah, I like that because they're not giving
Next,
up nothing.
we got one that we
Milwaukee.
already did a whole video on, and that would be Paul
cool.
George to the Cleveland Cavaliers. If the Cavaliers can pull this off, it would be incredible. And I don't think the Oklahoma City Thunder would, take anything less than the value you're going to get out of that Brooklyn pick. So I think that's the real only possible scenario that we see Paul George treated at all. But it's definitely interesting, because if the Cleveland Cavaliers have a chance to get DeMarcus Cousins, do they go more on that side? Maybe they can't get either of them and they're getting DeAndre Jordan. I think the Cleveland
Cavaliers,
Cavaliers,
Cleveland already had a chance to get Paul George, but somebody didn't pull the trigger.
I just don't know who
Somebody
it's
was
going to be,
hesitant
but I
to
think
pull
for
the trigger.
them, it's best for it to be Paul George. For the Oklahoma City Thunder,
I don't know about
I also
this
think,
trade.
with Paul George, almost guaranteed, in my opinion, to be leaving this offseason, you might as well get a value pick, a pick that could be in the top 10, and I think it's got to happen. The Toronto Raptors have been on an absolute tear the past couple weeks of the NBA season. In the past 7 games, they're 7-3. They ended up getting to the 2nd overall seed in the Eastern Conference at 23-10, and they're in position to hopefully make a big move that could really take them over the edge. They've got a very unique lineup, and there's a unique opportunity to get a veteran, to get an older player, but definitely could make an impact massively this season in Marc Gasol, due to the fact that the Memphis Grizzlies, they're not playing well at all. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're 11-24. It hasn't looked good for the Memphis Grizzlies.
This is an older video.
They
so
might
some
be going
of
in the direction
11
of
and
24.
Some of the stats
Mike
might
Conley,
be wrong.
I don't know his future, but Marc Gasol, there's already been trade rumors before the NBA started. It especially kicked off with the whole David Fizdale thing.
Marc Gasol to them,
Marc Gasol, the only thing that would be hard about this would
that.
be to get everything right. It would definitely be a massive trade. Bleacher Report, developed a possibility of 3-team trade between Orlando, Memphis, and Toronto. And then Toronto would only receive Marc Gasol, but they would end up having to give OG Anunoby, Jonas Valanciunas, and a 2019 second-round pick to Orlando. And they would have to give up Pascal Siakam, while the Orlando also gave up Nikola Vucevic and Jonathan Simmons to Memphis. So it would definitely be a big trade. It would take a lot of work. But if they could pull this off and you give a great veteran center, a great defensive center to the team that already has DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, I think it would be crazy. like I said before, it's great to see these Eastern Conference teams definitely bulking up their roster because I like parity in the NBA. So if we can even out, the Eastern and Western Conference, I'm all for it, and I think it'd be a fun team to watch.
Might be a nice squad.
Okay, guys, next we got Goran Dragic to the Denver Nuggets. I like this one a lot because they definitely got a weird roster in Denver. You've got two solidified big men in Nikola Jokic and Paul Millsap, but you also have a bunch of young guards. You got Emmanuel Mudiay. You got Jamal Murray. It's definitely a weird scenario you got over in Denver. So if you're able to get, more veteran experience in there, you still manage to keep Jamal Murray. I like this a lot. So that would be, Denver sending Emmanuel Mudiay, who honestly hasn't even worked out that much, and, a good, guy that's going to give you respectable minutes in Miami and Wilson Chandler. It's definitely a decent package, but there's still potential in Emmanuel Mudiay and Goran Dragic going to Denver, pair up with Nikola Jokic, to pair up with Jamal Murray, and to pair up with Paul Millsap. I think that trade would be dope. If it happens, I'm going to be all in it, and I think that would be awesome to see. Lastly, we don't even have a full trade made for this one. That's why there's a lot of question marks around him in the thumbnail, and that's going to be DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, I honestly feel like the Pelicans, they might have to get rid of him. I mean, because obviously when it comes free agency, will he stay? There's not too much roster creation going on in Pelicans. There's not many moves they can make to get much talent around DeMarcus Cousins and around Anthony Davis. So you might as well get the value you can out of him and just work on building around Anthony Davis. I don't think there's any reason for you to trade a franchise player, a young player, a guy that you have for a couple more seasons.
It's a shame that
already signed a big contract with you. He's willing to stay. And Anthony Davis, that's a guy
can't be that Tim Duncan, David Robertson type of team.
You have the salaries.
Because I feel like they can get to that level.
DeMarcus Cousins, that's going to really limit you.
But
it's just not that good of a scenario as far as winning goes.
The players around him,
so I can see him easily go into a team like the Washington Wizards in free agency. So I think you definitely going to look to trade him. If you get him to Cleveland and you could get that Brooklyn Nets pick, that would be awesome for Cleveland. That would be awesome for the Pelicans. Or you could go to the Wizards. He's already a guy that expressed interest in going to the Wizards, playing, with his college teammate in John Wall. If you can manage to work out a package for him to go to the Washington Wizards, that's great. I think it's going to be hard for them to really send him anywhere because there's not too many teams that can meet the package that, his value is at. But I think the Pelicans need to do it, and I think there's some teams that could really use a guy going into playoffs like DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins has had an MVP caliber season. I don't think he's going to win the MVP, but he's definitely up there in the race. And a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, a team like the Washington Wizards that are already competing in the Eastern Conference, getting a guy like DeMarcus Cousins could change everything. But that's the video, guys. Tell me in the comments below what you think about the trades.
All right.
Or if
we're going to stop the video there because that's all of it. Okay, my turn. I'm going to just say what I liked about the video and what I didn't like. What I heard from him and what I didn't like. DeAndre Jordan trade to either Cleveland or Milwaukee. I think both teams would be good. If that trade was really to happen and able to be pulled off, I like that trade for both teams. I love it for Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee a lot. I like the Greek Freak. I like Jabari Parker, Duke Blue Devil. I like Eric Bledsoe there. I like Chris Middleton. Milwaukee has something. Jason Kidd is not even a bad coach. Milwaukee has something there. So I like that. I do like that. And then if DeAndre Jordan is able to go to Cleveland, that's even good for him. Cleveland do need a big man. Tristan Thompson is not the answer anymore. Peace, Tristan. Peace. Pack your bags. Hit the dough. No more Tristan Thompson. Let him go. Let him go to LA. Like I think I heard Shannon Sharp say it once. He went what, to Chloe. Let him be out there in LA with Chloe. Send him to LA. Do that trade. Get him out of Cleveland. So I do like that trade. So if it happens for one of those two teams with DeAndre Jordan, I like that. The one that Goran Dragic to Denver? No. Miami would be stupid to pull that trigger. Do not do that. I don't like that at all. Goran Dragic is a good player. Denver has enough point guards. Unfortunately, Denver got a decent team. They really could go somewhere in the future, but not right now. If I'm Miami, I'm not pulling that trade. I'm not taking Emmanuel Mudiay and give them Gordon Dragic. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. Emmanuel Mudiay is quick. He goes to the hole well, but Gordon Dragic can too, and he got a shot. Emmanuel Mudiay don't have a shot. No, it doesn't even out. No, I'm not doing that. DeMarcus Cousins, I know it's been reported that Cleveland would like to have him. I think if you're a team and you trade for DeMarcus Cousins, just be ready to rent him. Just be ready to rent him. D-Cuz, Boogie, they call him D-Cuz. I call him D-Cuz. People call him Boogie. He going to Washington. Once he becomes a free agent, he's going to Washington. He's been saying it for years that he would love to play with his old college teammate, John Wall. He's going to Washington when he becomes a free agent. So whoever trades for him, you're a rental. He's going to be a rental. I believe he's going to Washington. He's not going to stay long term. Even if he go to Cleveland, he's not going to stay there. Or any other team, he's not going to stay there. He's a rental. He will be in Washington in 2018-19. The 2018-19 season, he's going to be in Washington when he becomes a free agent. You're just going to rent him this year. So if you pull the trigger for him, like he was saying, if you're a playoff team and you know that you're right there and you have that chance to win, go get him. But if you're thinking he's going to be with you long term, don't go get him. Don't do it. Like Milwaukee. I would like to see him in Milwaukee too. That's another good piece for Milwaukee. But he's not going to stay in Milwaukee. So Milwaukee does not need to do that. Toronto will be a nice place for him. He's not going to stay there, though. So don't do the trade because you're going to lose out on a lot. Don't do it. Don't do it. Who else was he? Marc Gasol going to Toronto. I like that. I wish that trade really would happen. But like he was saying in the video, that's a lot of different other teams that get involved. Other players have to get traded. It's a lot of moving around, a lot of chess pieces that need to be moved around. And I see too much. I just see too much chaos. Could it happen? Yes, but that's a lot of chaos. If Toronto was able to get that trade done, would that make them a legit team in the East? Yes. I don't feel like they're a legit team in the East. I feel like they're a team that's going to be in the playoffs. They could possibly even get to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I don't believe they will step above the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think so. I don't think they will be able to beat Cleveland. But if that trade was to actually happen, that would be good. Some other trades that I've been seeing around that he didn't mention, but a trade to Boston. I heard that Boston was trying to get, was it DeAndre Jordan? I think I heard too. Or it was somebody else Boston was trying to get. It was just in my head. But Boston's trying to get another big time piece. That would be great. If they was able to get a nice center like a DeAndre Jordan to go to Boston, that would be legit. Boston would become a legit team. So I do agree with some of the trades. The only one that I did not agree with him that he said he would like is Gordon Dragic going to Denver, and that's a no. That's a no. Nah. I don't like that at all. I don't think that would be a good pick. I think he need to stay in Miami. Miami need a good point guard. Miami need a lot, but don't trade your point guard for Emmanuel Mudiay. I'm sorry. To me, Gordon Dragic is a better point guard. I won't do that for Emmanuel Mudiay. But the rest of them, I would like to see. I would like to see some other teams pick up some pieces. Like I said, I would like to see Boston maybe pick up a center. I would like to see them pick up a big-time center like a DeAndre Jordan or even a DeMarcus Cousins. That would be good. I don't know if he would. That's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? That's the question of the day, people. Do you think DeMarcus Cousins, if he was to be able to get traded to Boston, will he sign long-term with them? Or will it still just be a rental? Will Boston still be renting him? Good question of the day. Good question of the day. So let me know what you think about that. Leave those comments for me. But like I said, my JMO family, it's your time to shine too. Let me know what you thought about my boy Jeremy Range's video. Do you think some of those trades should happen? Tell me trades that you would like to see happen. Things that you have heard. Leave those comments too also in that comment section at the bottom. Right there at the bottom. It says comments. Type it in right there. Let me know what you feel. Answer the question of the day if you don't mind, my JMO family. But this is your boy, Big C. I thank you guys for watching the videos. Thank you, Javano Glenn. I know him as Brother Glenn. Thank you so much for leaving those comments on my 2 videos. I appreciate the love. And all the rest of my JMO family that be leaving comments or hitting that thumbs up or thumbs down button, continue to hit those thumbs up or even a thumbs down button. Let me know what you guys feel about the videos. Also, subscribe to my page. I would love that. Thanks to everybody out there, all my JMO family. Thank you so much. And your boy's out.